Hi, welcome to Rate My Gadget, and I'm going to show you how to replace a standard hanging light such as this with a spotlight such as this. Now we want this because we've got a dartboard, so the idea is to use the spotlight, but you may want it because you prefer maybe the height of the spotlight, or you just prefer the design of it. It's really easy. I'll talk you through it. If you don't feel like you are assured, then please do go seek a qualified electrician. Otherwise, let me just talk you through it. So first of all, there are two things that you need to be mindful of. First of all, power. So obviously you are working with electricity, it is very dangerous. Make sure you are isolating at the fuse board all of the lights that this one is connected to. So when you've done that, make sure that when you flick the switch, two things have happened. One, that the light is no longer receiving any power, and two, that there is no chance that anyone could inadvertently turn the power back on as you are working on it. Ideally, you want to be able to lock out that fuse board. However, please ensure that if you are locking out your power to the lights, that it has been turned off, that the light doesn't work anymore. In other words, you can assure yourself there is no power. You can also get a power meter if you are questioning. Second thing is, depending on the height of the light that you're working on, you are going to be working at height. Now for me, I'm not very high off the floor, so I'm not too worried. However, ideally, if you are working at a decent height, you need to be thinking about that. So if you are working at a very tall height and you are replacing this, then ideally you want to be looking at the proper professional personal protection equipment, or you may want to look at a professional to do it. However, for this scenario, I'm at a low height here, and to be honest, I'm standing on a very small little box, so I'm not too worried about the safety. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I have isolated this light bulb now. So what you need to do is you need to get to the point where you've removed all the lampshade and everything like that. I'd also recommend taking out the bulb as well, just because the less weight you have hanging off it, the more easier it is to be able to take the light away. So with this one, and this is where it will be different for different, I've got a bayonet twist, so I'll take the light bulb out. Usually the top bit here is the bit that will be holding the lampshade up. So what you need to do is obviously just hold that and unscrew that bottom bit here. And in this instance, the lampshade falls away. So now you're left with the hanging and the bayonet. Okay, keep these bits safe in case you want to reuse this. However, I'm going to replace it completely. Now, as you've noticed, up to this point, there haven't been any tools that you've needed. Now you can start looking at understanding what's underneath this. So this is the bayonet housing up here. Turn it anti-clockwise to pull away, and there you've got all of the wires coming out. Okay, so it looks confusing, but it shouldn't be too bad if you've got a single bayonet. So this is the earth wire. It's got a bit of white paint on it, but this will be green and yellow. And then you've got two wires that come from the bayonet. They'll be blue and brown. In this case, it's kind of like a black. And then you'll have two wires that come from the actual ceiling itself. So this is, in simple terms, this is earth, and these are the power that go into the light. And then what happens is you have the lines coming into the bayonet. So all it does is when you switch the switch, the power comes down from this blue and this brown, and then it goes into the bayonet and into the light bulb. Now what you need to do is make a note of where the earth is coming down and where these cables are coming down, and then align it up against your spotlight. So I'm going to, just to be clear, I'm going to remove the earth cable, because this all bayonet, I want this all to come away. So I want to leave the two wires and the earth wire that's coming out the ceiling, and I want to remove the bayonet. So I'm going to be taking this wire away, and I'm going to be taking this wire away, and that means I can pull the bayonet, I can pull this lead away. Okay. So first of all, let me just show you this brown wire that's coming down here. What you'll probably find is that the wire is actually looped up into a housing there to hold the weight of the bayonet, so it's not hanging off this connection piece here. But inside this here, there's a little screw that once you undo it far enough, that lead there can just pull away like that. Okay, and then I want to do that for the other blue wire that's coming up here, and coming. So you're basically taking the wires away from the bayonet. Okay, there you go. Fine, if I just show you that. There you go. So now that one and that one there, I can unloop, being careful to pull them through, and there you go, there's my bayonet. Yep, that's everything. So now this is the power coming in. Okay, now you may be lucky and you can reuse the bayonet for the spotlight you've got. For me, however, I'm going to have to actually take these away, take the bayonet away. These screw points here are quite useful because I can reuse those, but let me show you how. Okay, so now we're at a position where the wires that are coming from the ceiling need to be removed from this housing. So I've removed the earthing and I've removed now the brown cable here, which if I pull it out, sorry, the blue cable there, meant the blue, and then the brown cable. So the way you do that is get a nice little screwdriver, you just undo those there, and then eventually the wire will come out. So now the wires are loose from this bayonet housing. So these screws here, you'll find that there will be some screws that keep the bayonet on the ceiling. Those are the ones that you want to remove. And then ideally the spotlight you've got and the one that we've got on Amazon, the links are in the comments below. You can take these screws out and you can replace them to put them back up. So these screws, now it's just a crosshead screwdriver. Again, if I just undo those. Okay, so now I've removed those two screws and this now can come out of here. So this old bayonet I no longer need. This can go in the bin. And I need to now look at fitting the new bayonet up here. Now this spotlight, actually what I need to do is fit this bracket first in place, giving myself enough room for the wires to come out, and then I can reroute the wires into here. So depending on your setup, I'm going to go straight into the ceiling up here and fix that into place there, and then I'm going to put the spotlight. Obviously you need to make sure that you are happy with whatever you're screwing into. There aren't any water pipes or gas pipes or anything like that. Again, if you are unsure, please do seek professional advice, but I know that there is nothing underneath here, so I'm safe to go into it. Okay, let's do it. So this spotlight, which we've bought, really nice actually. So this is the bracket. You can just undo these screws. So this clamps up onto the wall. But what you've got here is you've got a block where you've got the neutral and the live. So it just shows you the blue and the brown. And then you've got an earthing point as well that goes into the middle there. So your green and yellow one goes into the middle, and then you just line up your blues and your browns for your live and neutral. The other thing I really like with this spotlight is it actually comes with a nice little screwdriver. First of all, however, you need to get this up onto the ceiling, and then this I can easily then start plugging into the wires that come down. So let's do that. Okay, so I've put the bracket up there. So basically what's going to happen now is these leads here, I'm going to be connecting into this block here. This just goes up, twists on, and then once I'm happy that it's all fitted correctly, then I can put the power on, check it, make sure it's all okay. So the thing to do now is these cables here, while it's loose, is to connect them into this block here. So you're matching the colours up. So remember, it's blue, brown, and the earth in the middle. Again, if you're not sure, please seek electrical professional advice. Okay, let me show you and I'll do it. So with this design, this here is the bit that goes into the earthing. So I've just disconnected that, just undone that screw there. But it's actually quite a nice little design because then that acts as the earthing onto the casing. So now I can take that loose and I can put the wires in. There is a bit of an issue in which you don't have a huge amount of space between the wall here. So make sure that if you are connecting any electrical wires, especially the live and the neutral, that they're in no way going to touch anything outside of this block. So with the wire ends, you need to make sure that they are well housed within this block. Okay, so I will now connect these up onto the ceiling and show you. Okay, so now I've got the block like this. Like I said, I've taken this out of the housing, and what I'm doing is, if I just show you very, very loosely, that's where the brown goes, that's where the blue goes, and then the earthing. As I said, you'll have past the wire sheathing, you need to make sure that all of that part is housed within this block here. You don't really want that exposed and with any chance of it connecting to the body of this. So I'll connect this. So if I just show you the brown one, because that's quite easy. So there's the brown one. I'm going to connect it into here. Do that up quite nice and tight. If you can, try and hold the weight of the light. Don't let it hang from the electrical cable. The reason for that is while you're doing this, if the electrical cable inside, if you then start pulling on it, you don't know what you're pulling. Okay, so make sure you're holding the weight of the light as you're doing this, okay? And then once you're ready, you can then put it up onto the bracket. I've now connected all of my connectors. You can see here that the earth and everything is connected up, which is great. So I'm ready to go. And you'll notice that the wires aren't showing the metal part. So when you do this, make sure all the metal bit of the wires are contained in the housing, which is really important. So now I've put the housing in, everything I'm happy with. These two little screws on the outside, I'll just tighten those up. So now I know that inside there, I'm happy that the electrical wires are connected properly. The earth and the live and the neutral have gone in correctly. And I know now that the housing as well has now gone securely onto the ceiling. So there's no chance of it falling off. Now you want to test putting back on the power, checking the electrical light and see if it works. So there you go. So the light gives quite a nice spread. If you can see, it's quite discreet, works really well. And with a 50 watt maximum limit, actually it gives quite a good illumination. Hope that helps.